Hi. Hi, sweetie. Hi, baby. Petunia was found alone in a field in North Mississippi. A kind person just so happened to see this tiny little thing sitting there. And they ended up waiting there the whole day for the mother, but she didn't show. She immediately called Paula Woodside and myself and said, "We have a baby beaver and you guys are the best people that we can think of to take care of the baby." And as soon as I got off the plane from Peru, I went and picked her up.
Hello. Hi, baby. Are you ready?
The minute I saw her, I picked her up and held her for several hours because I didn't want to let her down.
Little Petunia has had a bottle and a bath and is taking a nap.
What I first noticed when I looked at Petunia was that she still had a little bit of an umbilical scab. So I estimated her to only be a few days old at most. And that is the youngest, smallest beaver that I've ever received. And so for us, it means lots of holding, lots of bottle feedings.
You want some more? No. Half the bottle's pretty good for you. No more right now? You don't even need to chew on my fingers.
But the good part is this little thing was so young and so tiny, there wasn't as much behavioral trauma as I've seen in the other beavers. When I first got her, we were bottle feeding throughout the day and night. And so it becomes sort of like a toddler phase. But beavers wean pretty quick, which is fortunate. So right now she's down to 3 bottles in a day, and she's eating some solid foods. And it's actually only been in the past probably week that she's really starting to show her personality.
It doesn't feel like it. It feels like I'm being attacked. You.
Ow! Ow! Look at you, you pudge! Ow! Let go! Let go! Ow!
I think in her little mind it was, oh, okay, so this is what happens next in life. You know, I go into this house place and these people just hold me and take care of me. So she immediately was like, okay, your mom and family, I'm good. And she is absolutely feisty and believes that she is in control of everything. Petunia is learning to be demanding, which is what beavers do best.
You can only have little taste, baby.
When she wants something, we'll start vocalizing. And those vocals can be anything from, I'm happy and I love being here with you, to, yeah, I am not happy right now. There's something I need and you should know what I need. Especially if I have her inside her little enclosure and she wants out. She's not shy about telling me I need out. I'm ready. I want a bottle now. I want food. I want you to play with me. And so I think that's one of their fun characteristics, is that they are very bossy and they are very, opinionated. So she's already starting to want to build a dam.
He literally wants to wrestle. Already at this age?
It's an instinct to gather things together and place them in what she feels is a safe space. What we have learned works really well for these baby beavers is a hallway. So we established the end of the hallway as the space. So we have all the toys and the blanket and the soft place. So she walks down towards the end, being all brave and bold, and then will get nervous and turn around and run back.
You made it! You made it back!
And so now I've placed items in the hallway further away. She believes she needs to go retrieve them and bring them back to the space. And it's a really great way for them to practice beaver behavior, which is bringing things back to their lodge.
Are we done? Are we done?
And so it starts with little soft plushes because that's safe and it's easy for them to do. And Petunia is just not quite strong enough to manhandle or grab these bigger stuffed animals. But she's trying, and it's ridiculously adorable.
Perfect 10.
All of our babies that we bring in and any beavers, the goal is release. That is always our goal. But it's a challenge in Mississippi because Mississippi classifies them as a nuisance, which makes it very, very tricky as a rehabber who wants to see these beavers be released to live their best wildlife. So we recently moved out into this country property so that we can release them right here on our property where we know that they're safe. And this, of course, is where I had planned for Petunia to spend her days living her best and longest beaver life. We cannot stop them, obviously, from traveling or deciding they want to move on to another location. But I know it makes us feel good that we can release them in a safe space so that they can live here the rest of their life if they want to, or if they want to disperse, they can.
Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Where'd your little friend go? Where'd Mini-Me go?
So Petunia will be with me for at least 2 more years. She will join up with Tulip and potentially also Stormy, the other wild beaver that we have. They'll have a wonderful little family. They'll bond together, and then they will live here for the rest of their life.
This is crazy stuff, huh? Crazy stuff. This all belongs to Judah. But you're gonna move in here one day.
I wish the world had the chance to hug a baby beaver. They are like a little stuffed animal that's come to life. I think if we all could just hug a baby beaver, we would have world peace. They're just trying to do what they do best, which is care for our environment. So I've become quite the advocate, not only for beavers in general, but for my state, to show that we can live in harmony with these animals.